We are live. This week 2, game number 9 of the 2021 NFL season. This between the Minnesota Vikings going up against the Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis. I'm going to let this go. See you after.
We'll see Philip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here at Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. It seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Vikings ready to go to work, led out by their quarterback in his third year wearing purple, ninth year overall in the NFL, a Pro Bowler in Kirk Cousins.
The debate about Kirk Cousins continues to rage both among Vikings fans and fans around the league. But when you look at his numbers, you think this is one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Last year broke a string of 4 straight 4,000-yard passing years with the emergence of Dalvin Cook in the backfield. So while those numbers dropped, he was still solid throwing the football. 26 touchdown passes, just 6 interceptions. Now he just got to drop an extra target on the perimeter in order to get his numbers back to the previous levels.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
He was on every play call. You realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish an inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 27, Cousins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. First down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They call him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins gives way to Cook. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On play action, Cousins. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
Yeah, just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And up comes to Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. When you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball out because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team complemented their defense.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. They got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he's able to get it down at the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal, it feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he'll get it. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. That's a solid opening drive, and nothing fancy there at the end, just pounded in.
That felt like old school football, didn't it? All right, down at the goal line, and now they were able to punch it in, as you just emphasized. They did it against a goal line defense that's stacked to stop the run. So if you're on that offensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourself right now. You're actually able to dominate a group that expected you to run the ball and still punched it in.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Amir Abdullah that finishes it off with a touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Colts ready to go to work here offensively, and it's Philip Rivers, their veteran quarterback, and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
I don't know what it is, partner, but every time I watch Philip Rivers play, I just have a big grin on my face because he plays the game with such joy. Loves being out. Remember, he's part of that great 2004 class with Eli Manning and Ben Roethlisberger, two of them still in the league today. Now he's probably going to go over 60,000 passing yards and 400 touchdowns this season. The big question mark, how much does he have left in the tank? I think he's got plenty.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now right away, he'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Jaleel Johnson busting through to get him for a loss of 6. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets it.
Protection is certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and just like that, it's 3rd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown in the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. They'll need to convert 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. Working on Rivers. And he'll find Pittman. He's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. For the Colts first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So for the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the rookie out of Wisconsin, this is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourself.
Rivers here on target to tackle, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 on the catch, but it's 3rd down. Brings up 3rd and 3. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. And Pascal's got it. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Back-to-back receptions for him, but it's another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this time just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But they certainly had success throwing the ball this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Rivers on the money, complete. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down here about the 40. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Had a good 4 down territory, they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Rivers now, the throw on first down. Finding Hilton on the plan. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so if they move forward defensively, and continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is heading by. They'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So 2nd and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And the pressure gets to him again. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this is going to be incomplete.
Until they wanted to get that ball downfield, they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up being complete.
Now does Roberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. K.J. Osborne deep for Minnesota. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
First down, here's Cousins. And Will has it, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10. Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 42 yards. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try to get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And it's going to make it 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Dan Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now another drive coming for Phillip Rivers and the Colts. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with a quarterback on the ground so much.
And he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Get ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Right now, under 100 yards of total offense. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. From the gun, Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay that he didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's got this man, Hilton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a strong first half for the veteran quarterback, Kirk Cousins. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they thought they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He'll take a shot downfield for. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. First big single not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He'll get this one to Pittman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that they're very big trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. On the stop, it was Mike Hughes.
This defense just flat getting after it. They've not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Rivers. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jaleel Johnson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, doesn't it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. This Minnesota D up to the task on 3rd down pass play.
The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak. It was not quite desperation time yet. It's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hand, and call it an even 50 yards. The That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They tried a 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense had first and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, this is Cook. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, you're going to give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll get 3 down to the 44-yard line.
Brennan, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking down one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins, all incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there, almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
2nd and
They're giving up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 26, forming a gain of 6.
Got that look from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Cousins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Tries at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They've got three tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
This is obviously a critical sequence for this defense if they want to stay in this game. Down 2 scores already. They give up a touchdown here. That makes things really difficult for their offense moving forward.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They try again with Cook. And they will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Bailey now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it's capped off on a touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as his drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Now, let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Rivers going to bring the Colts up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Brings up a decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run a 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. But it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 45. A gain of 11 that time. The Colts first down.
Good catch there by Naheem Hines, and I think that he's probably popped on some Phillip Rivers tape and how he used Austin Eckler out in the backfield with the Chargers as a model for what he wants to do this season. He's had at least 40 catches in each of the last 2 years. He probably expects that number to rise.
Rivers on first down. His throw incomplete. The rookie Michael Pittman, the intended receiver that time. But it's going to be second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10. Throwing again. Rivers taken in by tight end Doyle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to get them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
The Colts on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Rivers. Left side, Doyle with it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They stopped him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time, Rivers on 4th down. And this is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. It's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run it again with Cook. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they went 1st down to help stuff this one away. Now he finds the target. It's sharp. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Again, it's Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tap go through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they actually pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Indy.
Right, there you have the Vikings are winners over the Colts, 21-0. On the stream, and I'll be back with another one right after the next segment. So, I'll be right back.